Hey everyone, this is Kristen, and in this reading, the seeker wanted to know how can they make their business successful. So first of all, we're looking at three cards: Temperance, the Nine of Swords, and Death. This is an advice reading. This is a guidance reading. The seeker wants to know what they can do to make their business successful. So I generally read the first card as like what's going on, what's happening now. The second card is how it develops. It gives you more information. The final card is the outcome or answer. In this case, since it is guidance, we would look at this final card of Death as being an action card. This is the card that is giving us the answer to the question how they can make their business successful. So let's first start with Temperance. To me, Temperance is, since it's an angel, I don't know if everybody noticed that it's an angel here, it's always a card to me that's saying you're okay, no matter how distraught or in pain you are or how stressed out you feel, that everything is really going to be okay because it's a guardian angel. It's kind of like a sign that heaven's looking out for you, help is on the way. But we can also look at this card, also tend to see it reflecting a person as kind of a wishy-washy person. You'll notice that Temperance is holding two cups. It kind of makes us think almost like the Two of Pentacles with the juggler. And if you look at the water or whatever is going between cup to cup, you can't tell whether the water is being poured out or whether it's being received. You can also look at the feet, and one foot is in water and the other foot is on land. And that gives me the sense of that the seeker may be half in this business and half out. So she may not really be fully invested in the business to begin with. She may be kind of wishy-washy in terms of where she stands. She may not have a sure footing with this business at all. So that could be the real issue that's presenting itself. As things develop and dealing with this kind of wishy-washy approach, this is going to be leading to the Nine of Swords, which is sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety and worries. And that seems to be what the seeker's already going through. When we look at these, the Nine of Swords, it can be a card of worries, anxieties. We can just look at the body language and tell this is a card of somebody who feels super, super stressed out. So, that's something to keep in mind. Whenever you're reading cards, I tend to read the tarot intuitively, predominantly, and you can just look at the cards and look at the body language to see what's happening. Now, the last card is Death. And a lot of people I know see this as a new beginning, but death to me is always about endings. We need to accept the ending first before we can have that transformation. And it's telling us a couple of things, because remember, we have to read it as guidance. We have to read it not so much as what will happen, but what she needs to do. So first of all, we can see it's a directional card because we have a horse that is walking towards the right of the card, which means that it's leaving behind this energy from the Nine of Swords. So it's, number one, telling us that she needs to leave behind this Nine of Swords energy. In order to be successful, she has to get through some of the fears, the anxieties, the worries that she's going through right now. We also know that death is an ending. So there may be something that needs to end. She needs to put a stop to something, or there may be something that needs to be cleared away before she can be successful. And then again, when we talk about directional, the horse again is moving to the right. To the right side, I always see as the future and moving forward, whereas the left I see as the past and moving backwards. So this card is also telling us that the third thing she really needs to focus on is moving forward. Like, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in this grief. Don't get stuck even where Temperance is, where you're kind of not really sure what you should do. You're like, should I do this or should I do that? Don't get stuck in that. Move. Just move forward. Just keep moving forward. or at least move in any direction. So to me, the horse is saying to keep moving. There is a visual symbol that we can see here in this card on the right side. Remember, I said the right is like the future. So the right side of the card, some of those things we can look at as future issues too. And we can see there's like a bright sun in the future. And that makes me think of success. That's a really powerful symbol of success. And if you look really carefully through the cards, you can see that a very similar feature is found here on the Temperance card. And you can see it's on the left side of the card. So it should suggest the past. So when we look at where the seeker is now, we could say in the past, you experienced some sort of success. You felt that sense of crowning achievement with your business in the past. And it looks like you're headed for that again. So don't give up. Again, Temperance is saying everything's going to be okay, but you need to keep moving forward with this business. You need to let something go. You need to calm down, get over all of the stress and anxiety, and you need to take the next step forward so you can reclaim that success that you once had.